Good morning. It is 7:15. Just started walking, and this is probably a bad time to do a video because it's like a lot of rocks down. I slept really good last night. It was pretty chilly. It was, I think, in the low 40s. I had checked the weather back at a mountaintop yesterday afternoon, and it pulls for like a town at lower elevation, and it was supposed to be like a low of 44, and it felt probably like it was low 40s. Out here, it could even been dipped in the high 30s, I'm not sure. But as you can tell, bundled up. And one thing I don't think I've mentioned, we got back from trail days, and I saw a couple plants and undergrowth that was like turning red. I thought, oh, that's interesting. Yesterday, in different places of the day, there were tons of fall colors. Like there was one area by a water source that just had so much red and orange and yellow and leaves turning colors. It's August 20th, so where I'm from, that's heat of the summer, but you know, we're getting up close to Canada, I guess, so. And we're in the mountains, so maybe fall is slowly trickling in. The only other thing is we probably should have gone another 0.1 last night, because once I got set up and looked, we did 29.9, 0.1 shy of 30. I don't know what we are going to do today. We've got Timberline Lodge at an awkward distance, and we're wanting to eat there, I think, so we got to figure out how to get there at the right time, but who knows, maybe we'll just blow on by it. Okay, we have been here at Olallie Resort. I've had most of a box of donuts, some Pop-Tarts, my second cup of coffee. Hollywood and CC have already started the beers. I think I'm gonna go to the beers after this coffee. When I was resupplying, I got to meet Big T. He also has a YouTube channel, Big T Outdoor Adventures, and he interviewed me on his channel. So if you want to see that, go check out Big T Outdoor Adventures. I don't know how far his videos are behind or what day I would be on, but yeah, this place is pretty nice. There's no electricity. There's no lights on inside this place. They do have a solar panel probably for when it gets dark, turn lights on. They have cabins, but I think they're all dry cabins, like with outhouses, no plumbing, no running water. But it's a beautiful spot. The lake is beautiful. You can see Mount Jefferson behind. So we're gonna hang out for a while. We've already been plotting for how little of miles we can do today because we want to get to Timberline Lodge in 2 days at a good time for the lunch buffet. And we're on track to be there way too early. So it would be fine for us to have a short day today. And maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we won't. Who knows? All right, here is this beautiful lake. All right, so I'm on my third beer. Hollywood said I've probably had so many calories here. So we counted up how many calories we've all eaten since we sat here. Actually, I didn't add in this third beer. So after this beer is done, I will have had 2,050 calories while sitting here. That's 5 donuts, a pack of Pop-Tarts, and 3 beers. How many did you have?
I haven't calculated, but it was a lot more than that.
Whatever it was, you were like, that's the same as like one McDonald's burger.
Yeah. It would be cool if we did like 2650 calories.
We should. I mean, that would be easy.
Yeah.
Like we could.
Might be there already.
We can do that easily tomorrow at this buffet. It is 12:30 p.m. We have been at Lake Olallie Resort for over 4 hours. Probably, yeah, maybe right at 4 hours. Had a couple cups of coffee, a lot of food. We just kind of sat around, had a few beers, and now it's time to walk. And we are aiming for another 15.9. So I'd be like 16. So only like 18 for the day, but that'll set us up just about perfectly to go to, I don't know where the trail is. It will set us up perfectly to get to Timberline Lodge for the buffet the day after tomorrow. So I'm gonna find the trail and get to walking north and hopefully see some good views. All right, so this says we're entering Warm Springs Indian Reservation and we should watch out for bears. I came around the corner and I was like, what the heck am I looking at? I thought it was somebody standing in the trees. Would you look at this? In the middle of the forest. Never have I ever seen something like this in the middle of the forest. All right, just a little afternoon check-in. I've done a little over 5 since we left Olallie Resort. There's really not much water this stretch. So about a mile ago, I drank another liter and I'm carrying 4 liters. So I got almost, I don't know, 8.5, 9 pounds of water on my back. And that'll have to last me through this afternoon, tonight, and till tomorrow morning. There's gonna be some water not far into our day tomorrow. So after sitting at Olallie for way too long, we kind of decided to go to a spot to camp just shy of 18 for the day. So I saw Cece at the water source. We both had lunch there. She said Hollywood got stopped by a Sobo to cut his hair. So I haven't seen him. She said that the guy had a lot of hair, so it could be about a little bit. But just kind of cruising along here. I definitely feel the extra weight on my back. I've listened to some music, just hike it along. The one thing that's just been continually on my mind here is what's going to happen to this first stretch in Washington, because we'll be there in just a few days. We have less than 100 miles to get there. And every Sobo we've talked to has said the skip was from White Pass down to Cascade Locks. I did just talk to a Nobo that said they heard there was a way to walk around with only adding like 20 miles, but it was like a 7-day carry and you had to take some different Forest Service roads because the trail's closed. And they said there are some Forest Service roads closed with the fire, but some you could walk on. And they thought there was some way to get a GPX file that a hiker made. But they said they have had no details and they were going to have to figure it out at Cascade Locks as well. They said they had the same mindset we did, that they were going to try to figure out a way to hike it, but we've yet to talk to a Sobo that has hiked it. So I don't know. If we don't do that, if we have to go around, we have less than 2 weeks of hiking left once we get to Cascade Locks. And while I'm ready to be done and my body is tired, this ending in 2 or 3 weeks is scary. It's a little anxiety inducing. Going back to figure out what's next is, I don't know. I've just kind of been putting it off in my mind thinking, I've got plenty of time. I may not have plenty of time anymore. But anyway, I'm listening to music and trying to not think about it, but that is kind of what's been on my mind today. So just thought I'd share that with you. And I still got like 10 miles to go today, so. It is 6:05 p.m. and I just looked for 3.2 from our intended camp spot. I was debating on whether I wanted to stop and have dinner, but I can easily be there well before dark, so I'm going to go ahead and get there and set up. I should be to camp around probably 20 after 7, so that'll be plenty of time, maybe an hour before dark, to get set up and eat. And I'm looking forward to sleep because today has been tiring. I wasn't really ready to get up this morning, and then sitting too long after only doing 2 miles this morning kind of killed the vibe of the day. I mean, we're still grinding out 18, but that's pretty It's a lot when you start at 12:30 p.m. with only 2 of those miles under your belt. Tomorrow we need to do another bigger day as well. Well, maybe not bigger, maybe just average. We need to do probably 27 or 28 to set us up perfectly to get to Timberline Lodge. It is 7:20. I've been here about 10 minutes. I looked around here, and then I walked up and just kind of walked around. When I first got to the spot, I heard voices, and I thought, oh shoot, there's a bunch of people here. But I think it was the couple I've been bouncing with. They were just ahead of me. I could still hear them talking because there's no one around here. We're camping on an old road. The road is like got logs all in it. It's not a used road. It's just an old gravel logging road. I threw my tie back down. I'm gonna get set up here. The only bad thing about this spot is there are a good bit of mosquitoes. They're not like horrible, but they're enough. I'm probably gonna have to eat my tent. The good thing is there's cell signal. So I did look at my phone for a few minutes when I first got here when I realized there was signal. So I'm gonna get all set up and get squared away, and then I'll talk to you in a bit. As you can see, I am all set up. Hollywood and Cece are here. There's some other people camped nearby. Somebody commented again wanting me to show how I cook. I've explained before that I don't really cook, but per your request, I'm gonna show you what I do. Step 1, I screw my stove onto the fuel and set it right there. And now I will get my cup and pour water in the cup. Okay, I just poured my water in there. Let's see if I can light this one-handed. And now I'm cooking ramen with some potatoes. I'm not doing like a full ramen bomb because I don't have any kind of meat to put in it. So I don't really need this water to boil, I just need it hot. So I'm not gonna film the whole time while this heats, but it's heating. I'm not very good at this recording dinner. I forgot to record. So once the water got really hot, I poured it in a freezer bag where I already had the ramen in there. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, like just 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then the noodles will all be soft. I put a little extra water in there today because I'm going to also add some potatoes, probably either butter and herb or garlic roasted Parmesan. I think butter and herb. I'll put half of that bag in here as well, probably, or a third of it. Here we go. That's what it looks like now that I've mixed the potatoes in there, and it's time to eat. Bon appetit. All right, the light's running away and the video quality is not very good. Tonight, this dinner was really good. And not only did I have that good dinner I showed you, I forgot that I packed out a Coke from the place this morning. I was intending to have it with lunch. Totally forgot I even had it. And I had some candy. I know, before you start commenting how there's no protein in my diet. I had a few protein bars today. This resupply, just the way it worked out, it wasn't very balanced with protein. Sometimes that's just the way it is. But anyway, have a good night, everybody. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll have more fun.